Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jack Richardson Field inside Hale Memorial Stadium for tonight's contest between the visiting Indians of Jackson and your own Farmington Knights. Ladies and gentlemen, Farmington High School is a proud member of the Missouri State High School Activities Association, and we remind all spectators that this game is competitive, but it is also an educational experience for all players and students. We encourage all spectators at tonight's game to keep in mind that good sportsmanship is expected as we set a positive example for our students and players.
Hey, they're taking a picture.
Probably just for most be honest with you. Well, you're not finding two measures that focus on these things. So just everybody, right? You're okay, stay calm. You're getting anxious about it. You're calling it verbal because you're anxious.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the 2025 Black Knight Marching Band. The Black Knight Marching Band is proud to represent Farmington R7 school district throughout the year. The Black Knight Marching Band and Farmington Band boosters would like to thank the following businesses for their sponsorship of this year's Farmington Marching Invitation: Culligan Water, Ernie Williamson Music, Kimberly Yeager at Mineral Area Medical Providers, Farmington Lockworks, Boyd and Associates LLC, Kimberly Borchers MD, Jonathan Borchers MD, Prairie Farms Dairy, Mineral Area Office Supply, Kurt and Julie Bowden. And the following businesses may be found on our band fundraising card this year: Buffalo Wild Wings, Butterfield Forest, Casa Soul, Catfish Scouts, Coljack, Colton's, Columbia Street Mercantile, Culver's, Domino's, El Tapatio, Elite Tech, Farmington Dairy Queen, Farmington Sports and Rehab, Jimmy John's, Kreckler Jewelers, Little Caesars, Long John Silver's, A&W.
There, I was kidding. Oh, yeah, when he noticed me last night, I was so excited, like, I'm the pilot.
Also, McAllister's Deli, Mineral Area Office Supply, Pasta House, Qdoba, Steak and Shake, Sugar Fire, Old Time Pantry, Sweetheart Chocolates, and the Olive Branch.
stay home? And she said yes. And then she goes, do I have to feed him? You have to keep him alive. Water, I guess, at least. Water. No, you can go a couple days without food, but water's about 3 hours.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please stand and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem, performed by the Black Knight Marching Band under the direction of Mrs. Mary Porter. Farmington High School Air Force Junior ROTC will be raising our flag tonight. gentlemen, please welcome to the field visiting Jackson Indians. High school football team wants to welcome out guests. Renegades and Maple Farmington youth football teams to the stadium this evening. The Renegades will be running out with the Knights. Sixth grade team coaches Jerry Files, Andy Woods, Justin Marler, and Aaron Bates with their 22 kids. Fifth grade team coaches Derek Stroop, Ryan Holland, Travis Wampler, and their 17 kids. Fourth grade team coaches Jason Haas, Brandon Wampler, Josh Holzman, and their 15 kids. The Renegades schedule for this Saturday at Festus. The fifth grade team will be playing at Festus at 10:30 this Saturday. The sixth grade plays at Festus at noon on Saturday. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's their starting lineup for your Farmington Knights. At wide receiver, number 81, Nolan Blankenship. Offensive line, number 69, it is number 58, Matthew Canterbury. Offensive line, number 56, Isaac Allen. Offensive line, number 52, you guys are hot. Offensive line, number 51, Connor Farrell. And wide receiver, number 16, Chase Allen.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's broadcast of the Farmington Knights versus the visiting Jackson Indians here at Hale Memorial Stadium in Farmington, Missouri. Both teams 3-0 heading into this contest. I'm Jackson Grimes, your play-by-play commentator for the first half here with
And your quarterback, number 10.
Welcome in, sir. Appreciate you being my partner here tonight, and thank you. Just thank you for coming out. So, and the starting lineups were just announced there over the loudspeakers here. I do not have any starting lineups for Jackson here tonight, but I will try to improvise as I go when I learn numbers here. Shortly, the coin toss to take place here shortly. What do you expect to see out of this game coming in from two very red-hot teams right now?
I expect it to be an incredible contest. Both the teams, as you said, undefeated. They have a long history, and I expect it to be really competitive, really hot, really competitive game.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm right with you there, Julian. This has been one of the most heated rivalries in Farmington sports, not just in football, but just any time. Farmington has not beaten the Jackson Indians since 2011, if I remember correctly. So it's been 14 years since Farmington's last victory against Jackson here, as the team captains here are ready to meet here at the Nighthead in the midfield for the coin toss. I'm excited. From what I've seen from the scores online, it's gonna be a high-scoring game. Farmington points per game average up almost 20 points since last season, which with the head coaching change, that might have something to do with it here, as it gives the team a new sense of a new motivational factor to play good for the new head in charge here. So from my vantage point here, team captains for the Farmington Knights, number 10 Tatum Tinsley, number 50 here. Give me just a few seconds to find that real quick. That's number 50 Joey Bales, number 51 Connor Farrell, and number 8 Owen Barron there at midfield for Farmington, your team captains for tonight. New coach for Farmington, Brent Eckley, in his first year. He has coached Jackson and helped them win a state championship a few years ago. So yeah, we're ready for a competitive night of football there, Julian. We got about a minute 30 left till kickoff. Beautiful night for football as the sun sets on a nice 80-degree day with temperatures expecting to drop. Not very much, but enough to make these players comfortable and ready to go. So Jackson receives the ball first, so the Knights will get the ball to start the second half. So let's play football.
Now, ladies and
Here we
gentlemen,
go.
both sides, if you would please stand to your feet.
As number 4, Josh McCarthy, out to kick the ball. Out to receive for Jackson, number 1, Blaine Reagan, and number 21, Charlie Efert.
Out to receive for the Indians, number 22, Memphis Maddox.
Memphis Maddox, correction, I read the numbers wrong, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise.
As the crowd is pumped up, we are ready to go. McCarthy ready, here comes the boot. Reagan with the reception, here he goes. As he cuts through the middle, he'll be taken down at the 25. And Farmington ready for their first possession on defense. As here we go. Quarterback Drew Parsons for the Jackson Indians, with his running back Jalen Hampton. As here we go, first snap for Jackson. Man in motion to the right side as they'll throw to him. Over the screen, he gets to the right side and gets away, and that's how you start a game if you're Jackson. He's brought down by Josh McCarthy at the 5-yard line. What a start there. 70-yard gain for number 10, Jory Toma. As it looks like Jackson's here and hurry up. What a start to the game for the Jackson Indians. And there's a handoff to the outside, and he is going to get in for the touchdown. That is Jalen Hampton, number 3, on the touchdown. 2 plays, 75 yards. Jackson is on the board first. As lining up here for the extra point, it's number 48. It's number 88, excuse me. That's Jack Outman to kick it up and right down Broadway. So 7-0 early for Jackson. And like we said before, this game's going to be highly scoring, or a high-scoring contest. Excuse my grammar there. Yeah, so it took 2 plays for Jackson to get on the board, so what does Farmington have to do here to answer right back?
They weren't ready. They weren't ready for it. You know, they saw he's in that motion, came across. No one was there. No one was there with him. And, you know, a little bit of communication on defense, I think, you know, led to that big play. And in that run, you know, not a whole lot you can do when you got a running back that can just, you know, make moves, make guys miss, and get an open space.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have said it any better myself. As Outman ready to kick it off for Jackson, as back to receive for the Knights, number 4, Josh McCarthy, and number 6, it looks like Caleb Leask. Excuse me, that's Coy Fripp, number 5. Here we go. Outman's kick is up to McCarthy, and McCarthy catches it and runs it out. Here he comes, and he is hit early and taken down at the 15. It's about a 12-yard return there for McCarthy, and now we get to see the first sight of the Farmington Knight offense here tonight. So Farmington's offense has been producing here the last 3 games. Their game against North County, they put up 49 points. Their game against St. Clair, they put up 60. And Bluff, they put up 49 again, and it looked like that pass was tipped at the line. Isaac Fripp was the intended receiver there. So incomplete, 2nd and 10 here at the 17. Man in motion, Coy Fripp behind Tinsley, and there's a flag on the play. It looks like it'll be an illegal formation on the Knights if it stands.
Number 10, Tatum Tinsley with the keeper. We have a flag on the field.
Yep, illegal formation.
On the field, illegal shift against the Knights.
As it seems the receivers weren't set or Fripp didn't call. So that backs him up 5 yards. It is now 2nd and 15 from the 12.
Penalty has been declined.
Never mind. Jackson declined the penalty, so it'll still be 2nd and 10 from the 17. So referee's having a chat there over in the middle of the field, or in the middle of these 2 offenses here, or offense and defense rather. Penalty still declined from what we see. No, from what I see, the penalty got accepted, so looks like a miscommunication there by the referees. So it'll be 2nd and 15 at the 12. Receiver set. Here we go. Tinsley alone. Tinsley alone in the backfield here. As there is the snap. Tinsley will run it himself. And it looks like he'll get that penalty yardage back, maybe an extra yard.
Brought down by number 33, Dawson Booker.
No, never mind. He only got 2 yards out of that play. As it is 3rd and 13 from Farmington's 14. Not the start the Knights were looking for here, but plenty of game left to rebound and answer. There's Tinsley. Tinsley will keep it. And Tinsley's got room. And fumble. Fumble by Tinsley, recovered by Jackson. And not the start the Farmington Knight fans, we were looking for. As fumble recovered at the 27-yard line. So Jackson with great field position here to possibly put another score here on the board early in this first quarter. About 1:40 off the clock, so it has not been long here. As here's Parsons. He'll hand it off. Here's the trick play with the fleet flick. Wide open in the end zone. And a touchdown for the Indians. As that's Blaine Reagan with the catch and the touchdown. It is 13-0 early for Jackson. Is Outman back to kick the extra point. And there's the snap. Kick is up and through. 14-0. Jackson. As not even 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter, it is a 2-score game, just like that.
Wishes each athlete the best of luck this season. That Auto Group is proud to serve our friends.
I'm going to refer to this a lot tonight, but 2 high-scoring offenses. Jackson's played a few out-of-state teams this year and have won those games, especially against Edwardsville, a notoriously great football program. They won 33-28 against Edwardsville. So here we go as Outman lines up the tee from the 40 and gets ready to kick off here for the Indians.
Kicking off for the Indians, number 88, Jack Outman.
As McCarthy and Fripp back to receive. As there's the kick up and away, and McCarthy will let it go into the end zone for a touchback. So Farmington will get the ball from the 20-yard line. So let's see if a nice refresher can get the Knights back in order and hopefully to answer that 7-point try after the fumble. Is Tinsley looking at the sideline for his signal? We're ready to go. As Fripp lined up in the backfield. And they'll gain about 5 yards here on the play. Corey Fripp with the carry.
Brought down by number 44, Joe Moore.
Joe Moore on the tackle. My correction, they only got about a yard on the play. And look, he will get nothing on the play there. I did see a strike of thunder and lightning in the distance. So Don't know if that's going to be an effect for the game. But it looks like they are still going. So Fripp and Tinsley, they're in the backfield. Here's the snap. And pressured quickly. There's a throw by Tinsley. And it's incomplete as that was intended for number 7, Corbin Phillips. Mr. Corbin Phillips there thought he was grabbed there by Blaine Reagan, number 1 on the Jackson defense. But there's a no call, so Josh McCarthy back to punt for the Knights. There's no one back to receive the kick for Jackson. And he punts out of bounds around the 42. So Jackson will get the ball from the 42-yard line on their side of the field. As let's see what Drew Parsons' offense can drive up here with another chance with great field position. So it looks like no one's going to be in the backfield there with Parson. And they'll set the man in motion. Looking to throw. He throws it deep. He's open, and it's caught for the touchdown. That is number 10 for Jackson, Jory Toma on the catch. And it's 20-0 early for Jackson. Beautiful play by Jackson. Had the open man on the right-hand side, and they took their shot and got it. As here's Outman with the kick, and it's up and through. So 21-0 with 8:55 left here in the first quarter. And a gust of wind just came through the press box and knocked over all of our papers and lineups. You love to see that sometimes, but stuff happens. As Farmington's, they got to think of something here quick to get back on the board and show a sign of life here.
Yeah, honestly, I think, they just need to be prepared. You've seen throughout this game early already, Jackson bringing a lot of pressure, putting a lot of pressure on Tatum. They just need to adjust and, find a way to, get through that and find something that works.
Absolutely. The kick is a squib, and it'll go out of bounds at the 12, but it is a flag because kickoffs out of bounds are not allowed. So it looks like, I'm pretty sure that'll bring the ball to either the 35 or the 40, if I'm not mistaken. So Outman's kick goes out of bounds, giving Farmington great field position after the squib kick. And now let's see what Tatum Tinsley's offense can bring back here after the slow start on offense for Farmington. Fripp lined up to the right, motion man on the left, and looks like it'll be a false start against Farmington. Someone jumped there on the line there for Farmington, so it'll push them back 5 yards to the 30. Not what you want if you're the Farmington Knights here. But easy time to recover here. Motion man again. And again, another flag. Someone jumped again. And Farmington is backing up again another 5 yards after another false start. Now at the 25 for Farmington as back-to-back false starts drive them back. So Fripp again, line to the right. They set the motion man here as Tinsley will run it himself. He's got plenty of room, and he'll gain all that penalty yardage back on one run as it is a 10-yard scramble for Tatum Tinsley. So after the 2 false start penalties, Mr. Tinsley gets all that yardage back. And now it is 2nd and 10 from the 35.
Holler if you need me, guys.
So Fripp lined up to the left to Tinsley. And here Tinsley rolls out to his left, trying to find an open man. He slings it across his body, and incomplete. Intended for number 15, Isaac Fripp. As number 39 there of Jackson, Lawson Brown, was right there and could have had a pick there. So it's 3rd down and 10 from the 35. Let's see what the Farmington offense cooks up here. As McCarthy in motion to the left side. Sets. Another motion man across. Here we go. As they'll flick it to the outside for number 40. Walker Lout. And he won't get much on that play. He got a yard. It is 4th and 9 from the 36. The offense stays out here, so they're going to go for it here. Need to get to the 45 for a first down. Oh, it's a fake out for a punt. As the ball will end up at the 12. So, nice little trickery there by the Farmington Knights to pin Jackson far in their own territory. Let's see if the Farmington defense can get a stop here. 7:39 remain in the first quarter. 21-0 Jackson. Here we go. Handoff. Up the middle for about 3 yards on the play. That was Jalen Hampton there on the carry. Takes him down. So here's Parson. Looking for a man. He's going deep. And it's just overthrown. Pass intended for Evan Turley. It was just over his head. If he had about a yard extra there, that's a completion there for Turley. As Parson sets a man in motion, number 20, Grant Brown. As nice pass there, quick out to the slot, and Grant Brown with the catch. So the motion man with the catch, and they move the chains. As a quick play there, Blaine Reagan, the speedster, gets to the outside. As they're still moving the chains, and what a takedown in the backfield. Hampton tried to break to the outside, did not get anything, as he will actually lose 2 yards on the play.
You see Jackson, they keep putting that pressure on the Farmington offense and defense. They're not letting up at all.
Yeah, I feel like those early 3 possessions there definitely gave a spark here, and Farmington's got to capitalize on it to keep the pressure from bleeding, as they will hold them up again after a gain of about 4. Jackson Tinsley there with the tackle on Jalen Hampton. So 3rd and 7 here for Jackson. Their longest third down of the game here so far. Here's Parsons. As Parson rolls out to his left, he is pressured by Farmington, and they'll get the pass off Hampton with the check down. Hampton gets over the middle and will gain about 30 yards on the play. As he's down to the Farmington 30, there's flags on the field. Let's see what those flags are for. And Blaine Reagan, never mind, Blaine Reagan is just tying his shoe, number 1. And it's defensive holding, so after that 30-yard gain, penalty was declined. So from the 31 here, Jackson is in threatening territory here. Here. Is Parson looking to his sideline here. As Parson, and there's Grant Brown with the check down throw. As that's a 10-yard gain, and that'll move the chains again. So 1st and 10 from the Farmington 20 here. .5:15 left here in the first quarter. Hampton behind Parsons. They'll set the man in motion on the left. It's Evan Turley. Here's Parsons. Parson has a wide open man, touchdown, but there is a flag on the field. Jalen Hampton with the touchdown, but there are flags. Holding against Jackson, so this play is coming back. So it'll be 1st and 20 from the 30. Parson with the snap. Throws it to the side. Quick completion. Taken down almost instantly. This is Jory Toma with the quick completion, but taken down by Caleb Bleeska, Farmington, number 6. And that's the 3rd flash of lightning I've seen in the distance. So we'll keep an eye on the weather here. Parson drops back, rolling out to his left. Doesn't have anybody. He'll sling it to the edge, and that is too far out of the reach for number 20, Grant Brown.
Great coverage by Farmington. You know, Parson couldn't find anybody open. Had some time to look over it. You know, couldn't find anybody open.
I mean, looking at that, Brown was open, but it was just thrown a little too hard and a little too far. So maybe a break here for the Knights. 3rd down. And that's number 10, Jory Toma, taken down after a gain of about 4.
Down by number 4, Josh McCarthy.
As Josh McCarthy takes him down, it is 4th down and 15. And it looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down. So, big risk here. And Parson lets up. Let's see. Hampton on his left. As rolling out to his left, Parson slings it and complete. And with the reach out, that may have gotten a first.
I think he got it.
That was completed, number 10, Jory Toma. And it looks like they're spotting it short, so it is a turnover on downs. So the reach out, not enough for Jackson as Farmington takes over on downs at the the Farmington 11. So,
Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
What a job by this Farmington defense, though. Holding them for the first time in this game. Maybe that could be the spark. Spark some life into this Farmington offense, into this Farmington team, and help them get some points on the board.
Absolutely, and there was a completion to number 15, Isaac Fripp. Great gain on first. So that's about a gain of 7. So it'll be 2nd and 3 from the 18. And again, if I cut you off, I am so sorry. And almost picked off. I was not paying attention to the snap count. And that was right in number 18, Tyler Fisher's hands, and he just dropped it. 3rd and 3 here. That is a lucky break for the Farmington Knights there. Near pick. There was 3 Jackson defenders there. Each of them could have probably gotten that ball. But Farmington walks out, and it is dropped. Here's Tinsley. Tinsley tried to keep it and won't go anywhere as he'll lose about 2 yards on the play. And it is 4th down and 5.
Number 10, Jackson Tinsley, brought down by Zenton Johnson.
As Tinsley alone in the backfield. And there's the punt. As it takes a Farmington bounce. And he keeps on rolling. And it'll take a roll to the 36. So quick possession there for Farmington. Ends in another 3 and out. So let's see what Jackson can do on this possession here. 2:35 left in the first quarter. Jackson up 21-0. As there's a flag on the play.
Flag on the field.
And it's against Jackson, so it'll back them up 5 yards.
Offsides against the Indians.
Offensive offside, not something you see very often in football. But either way, it cost Jackson 5 yards. And another flag on the field. Offensive offside again against Jackson. Second offensive offside, back-to-back plays. And it's now 1st and 20 from the 25. So you can hear these Farmington fans screaming for their hometown team. Arson looks to his sidelines for a play here. Play clock winding down. They got to think of something. And timeout called on the field, looks like by Jackson.
Timeout, Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, those are federal offer safe and secure instant issue debit cards for all our customers. 32,000.
As we have a break in the action here, let me tell you to thank one of our sponsors, Domino's Pizza, here in Farmington, Missouri, located on Karsh Boulevard.
Hits you like that blitzing linebacker. Make sure you have the proper protection in place when you take those vehicles. Contact Chris Morris and Fish Farm today.
So after the timeout, Both teams line back up. 1st and 20 from the 26. As it looks like Parson is going alone in the backfield here. As they'll set Hampton in motion. And there is the pass, slung, but just out of the reach of number 11, Evan Turley. That's the second ball thrown to Turley that's just been slightly overthrown, as it is 2nd down and 20 from the 26. As to the right, Hampton, as pass is complete to Jory Toma, number 10, and that is 10 yards on the play. As Hudson Buchanan takes him down, 3rd and 9. Two men on the slot side. And Parson gets away. Way to be elusive. And it is completed over the middle to Jalen Hampton. There is a flag, however, on the play. As number 77 there for Jackson, that is Braden Harris, had his helmet ripped off. As fans here screaming targeting, I do not know if there's targeting in high school football, as it is against Jackson. As Josh McCarthy there on the sideline, looks like he is hurting, as he's grabbing up near his neck or his collarbone there. So personal foul will drag Jackson back 15 yards. So it is a 3rd and very long here for Jackson, as let's see what they can do. Maybe just get some of that yardage back to maybe make this punt a little easier. Or maybe the way the game's been going, maybe give it a shot and try to get all that yardage back. So here's Parson. He'll throw it to the edge for Jalen Hampton. Hampton cuts to the middle and tries to get away, but gets about 5 or 6 yards on the play. As Joey Bales brings him down at number 50 for Farmington. So it is 4th and about 17. So Jackson will punt for the first time this game. As it looks like number 24, Jaden Williams, to punt it away. Nope, that is number 20, Grant Brown on the punt. And the punt goes out of bounds at around the 26-yard line. And there was a flag on the play. Holding against Jackson. So penalty is declined. So next drive here for Farmington's offense is Tatum Tinsley's squad ready to go back out. As they'll set Corey Fripp in motion, number 5. As here comes Tinsley, as he'll run it up the middle and get about 2 or 3 yards. Be 2nd down and 7 from the 31. Here we go. Snap. Handoff. Tinsley keeps it again. And he'll get about 4 or 5 more yards on the play. So it'll be a 3rd down and about 2 from the 38.
Number 44, Joa Hall.
And that is the end of the first quarter. Jackson leads 21-0 after 1 quarter of play. Still 3 more quarters left. Plenty of action to bring you here. We will see you in a few minutes.
Not a lot of back and forth there, sorry.
Yeah.
I just can't really think of anything.
At Belgrade State Bank, we're proud to support our local students. By investing in our youth, we help build a brighter future, from the classroom to the field. We're here to support our students every step of the way. Belgrade State Bank, proud supporters of our local schools and the next generation. A wise place to do business.
Will take it up himself and get the first down at the 45-yard line.
Number 33, Dawson Gordon, the first down for the Knights.
So 3 straight runs for the Farmington offense gets them a first down. So here's 1st and 10 from the 45. Tinsley rolls to his left, or excuse me, to his right. And he'll get away from the Jackson defenders. There he goes for a gain of about 15. On the play into Jackson territory for the first time this evening.
Jackson doesn't seem to be able to keep up with these QB keepers, you know.
I could somewhat agree with you here. I mean, Tatum Tinsley's taken the ball 4 times on these last snaps, and they have not been able to stop it very well. As here's Corey Fripp on the carry, and will get smothered almost instantaneously. So it'd be gain about nothing there on the play. So Tinsley alone here in the backfield. Possible pass play, and it is. And over the middle, that pass intended for Isaac Fripp there, number 15, just off his hands, as it is now 3rd and 12 for the Knights. Their first breach into Jackson territory, seeming not successful so far, but let's see what this 3rd down play, as they got a Jackson defender to jump, but they did not snap the ball. Lining up to the left is Corey Fripp. Pass to number 81. I believe that is Adam Bilgreen, if I remember correctly. No, it's Nolan Blankenship, excuse me, on the play, as they'll gain 3 of those yards back. And it is 4th and 9 from the 39 and a half, basically. As the Farmington offense stays on the field, so they are going to go for it here. And whatever choice do you have, you're down 3 scores. As what a pick there by Tatum Tinsley, and he will be brought down, and it's a turnover on downs. And the Jackson fans going wild there across the way.
4, Brett Finley, number 99, Keegan Virgin.
Two Jackson defenders there on the tackle, on the turnover on downs. So here is another taste of the Jackson offense here from their own 45. Snap, Parson, throw to the edge, it is incomplete. Pass intended for Jalen. Joey Toma there, the intended receiver. As it is second down and 10. Lining up to the left of Parsons is Hampton. Here's the snap. Handoff to Hampton. Hampton gets to the outside edge and gets about 5 yards before he is ripped out of bounds. So 3rd and 5 here for Jackson. As there's the pass to Toma. And Toma will get the first down in just a bit more as he is out to the Farmington 43.
Joey Toma. Brought down by number 12, Jackson Tinsley. First down for the Indians.
So here we go. There's the snap. Handoff to Hampton. Hampton tripped up after a gain of about 1. Just over 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Jackson still leads 21-0. 2nd and 9 here from the 43. So here's Parson with the snap. He'll throw it to Reagan, the speedster. Reagan's got plenty of speed. And I know from personal experience from running track. Quick fun fact about Blaine Reagan, their number 1, runs a sub 5400 in track. He is an insanely quick individual. Had the pleasure of seeing him race a few times at a few track meets. And there's a flag on the play, as it is offensive offside against Jackson. The 3rd offensive offside call against Jackson here in this game. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 31 of Farmington. Here we go. Here's Parson. Fakes the handoff and trying to get away as he slings that ball across his body. And pass is broken up in the end zone. Attended for number 8, Camden Brockmeyer. Nice defensive coverage by Farmington. As there is a flag on the play. They're pointing in the direction of Jackson, and Jackson is moving backwards. So let's see what the call is here. And it says it looks like an ineligible man downfield.
Ineligible receiver.
So 5-yard penalty there for Jackson, as it is now 1st and 20. Grant Brown, another receiver, moved to the right as Jalen Hampton gets away. But after a gain of about 7, he's brought down.
Number 6, Caleb Leach.
So Parsons looking for a play to draw up here. 2nd down and 15 as he throws it to Toma. And Toma also has great speed, and it is a 1st down. 1st down and 10 from the 12. As they run hurry up here, as Hampton tries to go up the middle, but gets nowhere as he is snuffed by number 2, Porter Herman.
Number 3, Jalen Hampton with the carry. Stop by number 2, Porter Herman.
As Parson again looks to his sideline for a play. To the right, Jalen Hampton there. So had himself a pretty nice game here so far. And the pass to the edge, caught by number 8, Camden Brockmeyer. As he is brought down, or his knee was down and touched by a Farmington defender, so he will be counted as down at the 5. So 2nd and short here for Jackson at the Farmington 5. So here's the snap. Handoff up the middle, and it's a touchdown for Jackson. Number 3, Jalen Hampton. There is a flag, however, so this could possibly be coming back. And it's offensive holding, so it will come back. Lucky break there for the Knights, as that could have been a 4-score game. As that would have been Hampton's 2nd touchdown of the game, as he scored the 1st early in the 1st quarter. So it's 3rd down and 15. So here we go. Hampton to the left to Parsons. As Parsons with the snap, he is pressured almost immediately, and he's got plenty of running room, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Drew Parsons with the keeper, and that is a Jackson Indian touchdown. 7 minutes remain here in the 2nd quarter. And that is the 4th touchdown of the game for Jackson. As Outman back to kick the extra point to make this a 28-0 game here, if it is successful. And there's a flag on the play, as it looks like Jackson called a timeout before the play clock expired. So it is a Jackson timeout. They have 1 left here in the 1st quarter, or not, excuse me, not the 1st quarter, the 1st half, excuse me. Outman back to kick the extra point from the 10-yard line. Snap, good hold, kick is up and through.
Extra point is good.
28-0 Jackson. Seven minutes remain here in the 1st half. Let's see if Farmington can get a touchdown, or at least some points on the board, before the end of the 1st half. as the offense tonight has been pretty absent. However, still plenty of game left to get back into this thing. And again, looking over in the sky, flashes of lightning have been a pretty common occurrence here over the last about 30 minutes or so. But the storms are far enough away to where game can continue and flourish. So as both teams on their sidelines here. But before the kickoff happens, we'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Gravity Sneakers here in Farmington, located inside the factory. Close friend of ours owns that shop. If you're looking for any used new shoes or any new apparel, Gravity Sneakers, located in Farmington, Missouri at the factory. As Outman to kick it away for Jackson. So he's had a busy night here with kickoffs. As McCarthy and Fripp back to receive for the Knights. That punt is, or no, excuse me, the kick is sky high. And here's McCarthy trying to run to the side as he will get over into the middle, past the 40, and flags do fly. I would assume so. There was some pushing and shoving on the right side of the field by a Farmington and Jackson player. So we'll just see what happens here with the call. As the referee talking to Eckley here on the sideline. Or talking to Coach Eckley for context. And Farmington is moving back, so it is against the Knights. Assuming unsportsmanlike contact.
Personal foul against the Knights.
Personal foul, so more than likely unsportsmanlike conduct after the shove on the Jackson defender. So Tatum Tinsley ready to take the snap with Corey Fripp lined up in the backfield. And he throws and intended for Isaac Fripp, but he into double coverage, but the pass was through his hands and incomplete. Second down and 10. So there's a snap, and Jackson all over Coy Fripp as he is taken down by two Jackson defenders on the play. Third down and 9 coming up here for Farmington. So alone in the backfield, set the man in motion, and Tinsley will keep it himself and get about 6 yards there on the play. So it'll be fourth down and 1, or fourth down and 2. So Farmington is going to go for it. 5:53 remain here in the first half. As he rolls out to his left, as Tinsley will be taken down, and it is another turnover on downs for the Farmington Knights.
Brought down by number 6, Aiken Sanders. Indians will take over on down.
And that is the second turnover on downs for the Farmington Knights here in this game, as Jackson will take over. As here comes Parsons and the red-hot Jackson Indian offense. As if Jackson does score one more touchdown here and get the extra point with the 35-point deficit, they will switch to a running clock. And the pass is caught on the edge by number 8 there, Camden Brockmeyer, as he is brought down at around the 5-yard line. From our vantage point, referee is signaling he was down at the 7s. So first and goal here after the completion to Brockmeyer. And here is Hampton, as never mind, as Parsons will take it himself for the touchdown. And that is Parsons' second touchdown of the game. Both were rushing. As Jack Altman back out to kick the extra point here for the Knights. Here's the kick. Up and through. So with the 35-point deficit now, they should be switching to the running clock here shortly.
We cheer for your financial success just as much as we cheer for Knights.
With this break in the action, we'd like to thank another one of our sponsors, Ozarks Federal Savings and Loan, located in Farmington, Missouri. .5:31 left on the clock here in the first half. Jackson leads 35-0. As Jackson lines up for the kickoff. As Farmington gets ready. Sends Coy Fripp, number 5. And Kendall Wright, number 44. Out to receive for Farmington. Here we go. Kick is up. And Kendall Wright underneath it, number 44, as he'll run it out. And he won't get much as he is stopped right in the middle of the penalty kick zone for soccer. But that's around at the 13-yard line where he is brought down. Excuse me, 16-yard line. I read that backwards. So here we go. Snap. Caught by Tinsley after a high snap. Coy Fripp almost got away there, but he is brought down after a gain of about 4 or 5, it looks like, on the play. Now they're giving him 7. Because it looks like Farmington's going to run hurry up here as Tinsley with the keeper on the play. And that's enough for a first down for Farmington to the 30. So here we go. Tinsley with the snap. Throw to the sideline, and it's incomplete for Noah Blankenship. As he had it in his hands, and he just dropped it. So it'll be second down and 10. And Tinsley with the keeper himself, rolling to his left. I would keep this one, and he does, for a gain of about 5. So third down and 5 for Farmington. Let's see what this Farmington offense can brew up here with 4 minutes and 34 seconds left, or 39 seconds left in the first half. His hard count called. Receiver set. Still with the hard count. They tried to draw him offside to get that free first down. It did not work. Farmington will call a Farmington will call a timeout. Excuse me.
Solution for your overall games. You can count on Capaya to provide you with a system and solution on your needs. Being a family-owned business dedicated to serving our community.
Well, with this third down coming up here, Julian, what do you think the Farmington Knights need to do here to get some of that offensive spark back to try and get a score before this first half ends?
Really, I think they just need to adjust to what the defense is doing. Read the defense well and make the correct adjustments and push through. Keep it going.
I would agree with you there, Julian. Seems like Farmington needs to definitely figure out this defense because the Jackson defense has been all over them tonight, which just shows how good the coach on the defensive side for Jackson is to be able to read this Farmington offense as well as they have tonight. So again, 3rd and 5 from the 35 here. As let's see what Farmington will pull out of their offensive playbook here to try and get this first down. But with the score being the way it is, they probably will go for it, especially if it's this close to halftime. So back out is Tatum Tinsley. Alone in the backfield. He'll set Coy Fripp in motion, number 5. Rolls out to his right, trying to find an open man as he tries to float the ball over to number 16, Chase Owens, and that was about 5 yards out of bounds in air. So it is incomplete. 4th and 5. Farmington offense stays on the field. So here we go. Tinsley alone in the backfield. High snap. Nice recovery. However, just like I've been saying the previous times here in this contest, the Jackson defense read it well, and the 3rd turnover on downs for the Farmington Knight offense. As Jackson has a chance to put another nail here into this Farmington Knights defense. So here we go. Parsons with the snap, and Farmington read it pretty well as they got Parsons to lose about 15 yards on the play. Caleb Leask was all over Parsons. Seems like he was unguarded on the edge. And after a loss of about 15 yards, never mind. Looks like they spotted him. His knee was down at the 34. So Parsons fakes the handoff and tries to go for the end zone. And it is caught! Never mind, it is dropped at the last possible second. Jory Toma almost brought that one down. And it is 3rd and 16.
Again, you see them go to that play action. They've been doing that all night. They run play action or they fake a handoff and keep it with the quarterback,
Yeah, check downs or quarterback runs have been a common occurrence here tonight.
A lot of motion.
Definitely. As there was a pass intended for Camden Brockmeyer, number 8, but it is incomplete as it was thrown just behind him. So 4th and 15 for Jackson. And I don't know if they're going to punt it or go for it. And they're bringing on special teams. So Jackson is going to punt the ball, but attempting to try and keep it inside of the 5 here. As that is Grant Brown to punt for Jackson. Number 20 there at the 45. This whistles blow. Looks like it's a delay of game by Jackson. So probably smart there to take the delay of game there, try and give your punter more room to work with. So it's not a touchback. As Grant Brown with a booming kick. And what beautiful placement on the punt, as Farmington will be at their own 1-yard line. Time to see what is going to happen here. Or did the ball touch the line of the end zone? It is appearing as the ball did touch the line of the end zone, or the defender's foot was in the end zone when he touched the ball. So it is a touchback for Farmington, as they'll hand it off here and get nothing on the play, as I think that was Coy Fripp on the carry. As per protocol, if your helmet comes off, you have to stay on the sideline for a play. So they have number 40 there, it looks like, for Farmington. Walker Lout in the backfield as Tinsley keeps it himself. Nice roll off of the back of the Jackson defender, but he does lose yardage. About a yard there on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 12 from the 18. As Farmington needs a miracle here to try and get this first down. They tried to make him jump there on the play. As Lout winds up to the left of Tinsley. As he tried to fake the pass, and he does successfully, and gets out to the 30, as he'll be very close to a first down. And it is a first down as they move the sticks. At the 31, nice play there by Tatum Tinsley, number 10, to read the open field and get that first down. As the handoff to number 40, Walker Loud, as he bounced off one defender but then got hit by another. As that's a gain of about a yard or two there on the play. And it looks like they'll give him 3 there on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 7 from the 33, or the 34, excuse me. Loud again on the right side. They set the motion man. They'll hand it off to Loud again, as they tried to give him a shove, and it worked out for him as it gave him about 2 extra yards. So it'll be about 3rd and 5 here with the 1:07 left in the first half. So if you're Farmington here, you're thinking air ball here, right?
Mm-hmm, of course.
Yeah. 55 seconds remain here in the first half. Tinsley alone in the backfield. Let's see what the Jackson defense can cover. As never mind, Tinsley will keep it himself, as he will get the first down and a bit more. First down at the 44. Clock still continues to run. Here's Tinsley. Hands off. Oh, wide open to the edge. 16. And that's a touchdown for the Farmington Knights. Chase Owens with the touchdown for Farmington. And that's how you want to end a first half with 24 seconds remaining on the clock.
What a wonderful play. The play action threw off the defense perfectly. Left Chase Owens wide open.
Yeah, Chase Owens was wide open, and so was number 15, Isaac Fripp, as well. So they had two guys to go to.
Number 23, Caden Truman.
Caden Truman to kick the extra point for the Knights. And from what I've seen so far on the sideline, I have not seen Josh McCarthy on the sideline, so we'll try and get an update for you guys here on his status, if he went out injured or if he is currently in the locker room right now. We will try to give you an update after halftime. Extra point is up and through. So after an offensive ghost town on the Farmington side for the first about 90% of this first half, they get a touchdown here on the board late. It is 35-7. Jackson still leads with 24 seconds left in the half. I think that's something that Farmington fans definitely wanted there at this moment. You definitely needed a touchdown here, or you at least needed points. Field goal or not, you needed points here to at least stay in the game, and Farmington did it.
Well, you got to try to do your best to keep the fans in the game. You know, they play a big role in this game as well. You know.
Yeah, keep your foot on the gas. And Farmington does receive the second half kickoff, so let's see if this momentum will carry over out of halftime to see. So Caden Truman will kick it off from the 45.
For the Knights, number 23, Caden Truman.
So here we go. Truman lines up as the ball fell off the tee. It's been kind of windy out here tonight, so they'll just reset it up and kick the ball away again. Here we go. And there's a beautiful kick there by Caden Truman over the middle. And that's Camden Brock. No, excuse me. That is Blaine Reagan on the reception there, as he will get to about the 33-yard line. But with 17 seconds left in the half, and Jackson with the 28-point lead, they're probably just going to take the knee into halftime and send it. As Drew Parsons there looking at the sideline to see what to do here. As they'll set in motion here, as it looks like they're not going to knee it. They're going to try and run a play here, try to get a point here. And Parsons up the middle, missed, made a man miss, and he'll get to the 50. 9 seconds left here in the half. So let's see if Jackson tries to run another play, or they're just going to take it into halftime and knee it. So they mark him out of bounds at the 49. So let's see what Jackson does here. As thrown over the middle and tried to flick it to Reagan. And it was successful. But they did bobble it, but it was recovered quickly by Jackson with a second left on the clock. So I think Jackson's going to call their last timeout here.
Officials timeout. Excuse me, timeout Jackson.
And there is an injured Farmington Knight on the field. I cannot see the number, however.
Parkland Health Center, you deserve extraordinary care close to home. From primary care to advanced specialties right here in Farmington. With access to all the BJC healthcare has to offer. Parkland Health Center and BJC Healthcare are for all the care you need. Care that is comprehensive, coordinated, and completely about you. Learn more at parklandhealthcenter.org.
So let's see what Jackson will do with 1 second left on the clock here. And looking to the sideline here is Parson to see what kind of play to draw out here. And Parsons going to pass as he rolls out to his right, hucks it to the end zone, and it is incomplete. He did have a handle on it, but it was dropped.
Number 10, Jory Toma, is incomplete.
As Jory Toma was the intended receiver. And that should take us into halftime. And there was a flag on the play, but it was against Jackson. Penalty is declined, and that will take us into halftime. Your score at halftime, 35-7. Jackson leads. Farmington will receive the ball at the half. You have been watching BKTV Live. I'm Jackson Grimes.
Clemens?
And thank you for watching the first half. We will see you in about 25 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome the class of 1985 to the football game this evening. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, please welcome the 2025-2026 FHS Nightline. Tonight, special request, Nightline will be performing a mixed routine to top 50 mix.
It's like I'm doing During the second half, I can I'm doing play-by-play for a second. No, I'm doing color commentary, but I got it. I got play-by-play during the second half. So yeah, all right. I will. But no, I told my mom she said, "Oh, me super glad." Like, oh shit. All right, wow. They're listening. Okay.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Black Knights Marching Band. Tonight's band will be presenting their show titled Rise of the Empire from Cooper Hauser, Florian Cervisi, Evan Cloudis, and Easton Lashley. Is your band ready? Black Knight Marching Band, you may take the field. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Black Knight Marching Band. Black Knight Marching Band staff members include Ashley Chilton, Taylor Bolton, Sarah Faust, Andrew Pony, Alexander and Mary Porter. Student leadership team members include Lucy Knight, Layla Stone, Tyman Tier, Leah Hicks, Levi Calvin, Grace Artell, Chase Becerra, Corbin Hatley, Natalie Blue, Emily Davis, Abby Boyd, Emily Moriarty, Ed Smith, Maya McKinney, Cooper Hauser, Lori Keith, Evan Gladys, and Easton Lashley.
It's the memories made during a weekend with the girls, a family adventure, or a Sunday stroll in historic downtown. At First State Community Bank, we have a strong passion for small business owners and the students and families who live, work, and play here. Our passion for them runs deep because this is our community too. First State Community Bank. Success starts here.
At Belgrade State Bank, we're proud to support our local students. For over a century, we've been more than just a bank. We're part of the community. By investing in our youth, we help build a brighter future, from the classroom to the field. We're here to support our students every step of the way. Belgrade State Bank, proud supporters of our local schools and the next generation. A wise place to do business.
When comfort matters, count on Capayas Heating and Cooling. Proudly serving St. Francis and surrounding counties, they are your local Bryant Factory authorized dealer, delivering top quality heating and cooling solutions for your home or business. Founded in 2004 by Chuck Capayas, a family-owned and operated company that you can trust. Visit capayasheatingandcooling.com today. Capayas Heating and Cooling in Farmington, 756-1224.
Ozarks Federal Savings and Loan, the homeowners bank, believes in maintaining relationships with its customers. Established in 1930, Ozarks Federal is a mutual thrift where our customers are the owners and our experienced staff lives in the communities we serve. With locations in Farmington, Festus, Potosi, Ironton, and Fredericktown.
Stay low key.
At Belgrade State Bank, we're proud to support our local students. For over a century, we've been more than just a bank. We're part of the community. By investing in our youth, we help build a brighter future, from the classroom to the field. We're here to support our students every step of the way. Belgrade State Bank, proud supporters of our local schools and the next generation. A wise place to do business.
We'll just take it one ease in at a time. You have your rosters there, so you should be A-okay. Just remember, whatever happens.
When comfort matters, count on Capayas Heating and Cooling. Proudly serving St. Francis and surrounding counties, they are your local Bryant Factory authorized dealer, delivering top quality heating and cooling solutions for your home or business. Founded in 2004 by Chuck Capayas, a family-owned and operated company that you can trust. Visit capayasheatingandcooling.com today. Capayas Heating and Cooling in Farmington, 756-1224.
It's the memories made during a weekend with the girls, a family adventure, or a Sunday stroll in historic downtown. At First State Community Bank, we have a strong passion for small business owners and the students and families who live, work, and play here. Our passion for them runs deep because this is our community too. First State Community Bank. Success starts here.
At Belgrade State Bank, we're proud to support our local students. For over a century, we've been more than just a bank. We're part of the community. By investing in our youth, we help build a brighter future, from the classroom to the field. We're here to support our students every step of the way. Belgrade State Bank. Proud supporters of our local schools and the next generation. A wise place to do business.
Actually go back and start with the introduction, start with scores.
Can I get an example of that, please?
So basically start like, welcome back to Bigo TV Live. I'm taking over play-by-play on Anthony Blank, then transition to me, and then we'll basically start from there, and then basically elaborate how the games went. Obviously mention the score, and they're about to kick off, so we're good.
Welcome back to the BKTV Live. I am Julian Clemens, taking over play-by-play for the second half.
I'm Jackson Grimes, taking over for color of the second half.
This game has been rather one-sided with a score 35-7 at the half. Jackson leading Farmington as they're about to kick off for the second half.
Alvin on the kick here.
And back to return it, that's Isaac Fripp, I believe, yeah. Brought down at about the 26, I want to say.
27 here after the return by Isaac Fripp. He was hit pretty hard after about a 15-yard return. So it's time to see what Farmington's offense can do. Hopefully keep that momentum going on the floor for the second half.
Now, Tatum Tinsley. Something's going on. They're talking to the ref.
They were talking to each other there. I didn't see a ref in the middle of that conversation. Oh.
Tinsley lines up in the backfield. Beside him, it's Coy Fripp. Nice 5-6 yard gain there to the 32 yard line.
Like you said, there's only a 5-yard gain there to the 31.5 from my vantage point here.
That's Tinsley up to his left, to his right. Sorry.
Another beautiful carry by Tatum Tinsley. That'll move the chains for the Farmington Knights.
Yeah, Farmington's starting out, coming out pretty solid in the second half after the first half with, not a lot to speak about.
Yeah, but I guess there's 24 minutes left of football in quarter time.
Of course, still a lot of football left to be played. Tinsley takes the snap, running to his left, and stopped after about 3 yards.
Tried to take the switch out to the left side, but there was about 4 Jackson defenders there. Linebackers come down over the middle, and they take down Tinsley after he gained, like you said, about 4 yards there on the play.
Tinsley lined up in the backfield and handoff to, I believe that is Walker Lout.
Yep, Walker Lout taking over for Josh McCarthy, number 4, who was injured earlier in the first half.
I'm sorry, Hudson Buchanan with the carry.
Yeah, so the update there is Josh McCarthy did go down earlier in the first half. He was grabbing like near his collarbone, his neck area, so he is out for the rest of this game from what I know. So no more Josh McCarthy, number 4, in the backfield for Farmington.
A big run there for Tatum Tinsley, a first down past the 50 to about the 49-yard line. Big first down for the Knights.
Another big addition here into the run game to the 49, like you said. It's been working for them all night, so why not keep going to it?
Of course.
Obviously, with the downtime there at halftime, the defense here is a little bit cooled down.
Play action. And a big...
As I say that, they get a sack on Tatum Tinsley.
And big pressure from that defense. We've been saying that all night.
Maybe I shouldn't say good things before they happen, because that was a pretty big jinx on my part.
Tinsley all alone in the backfield.
There's Isaac Fripp there going to the left side, and he sets in motion.
Motion coming from that left side. It's Coy Fripp. Takes the snap. Throws it back to Isaac Fripp. Caught by a lineman after being tipped.
What a play.
A flag, I think that might be...
That's got to be an eligible man downfield.
Yeah.
For an eligible receiver. I mean, that was so awesome, but it's
might be
likely going against the Knights.
We have a flag on the field.
No call just yet.
They're still spotting the ball at the 45. The flag was waved, so no flag.
No flag. And the Knights, a nice play. Sorry to cut you off.
No problem at all. That was a nice play. The tip into the lineman's hands. That was a pretty awesome play. That was number 58, by the way. Matthew Canterbury, the center, with that catch.
The refs blowing this one dead.
A little bit of a conversation there by the refs. I think the LED stick in the middle said 4th down, so they had to change it to 3.
Just about 2-3 minutes left, gone in this third quarter.
Sidearm sling.
Number 16, Chase Owens is incomplete.
Incomplete pass there to Chase Owens.
And that was
a little bit too far to the right there for him.
A lot of pressure from that Jackson defense again. They keep bringing the pressure over and over again. Suffocating.
I would agree with you there. Here is Tatum Tinsley by himself again in the backfield. So you're thinking, I would think quick slant over the middle.
And long that again.
Timeout. Farmington.
And it's a Farmington timeout with the ball at the Jackson 45.
With the break in the action, we'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Subway Eat Fresh, located in the Maple Valley Strip Mall, located near Walmart in Farmington, Missouri. I mean, also during this timeout, what do you think? What do you think the plan is here of action to take if you're Farmington here?
Honestly, I think the run game's been working for them. I think they stick with the run game, honestly. Unless they want to go with, a play action, that run game could set up a great fake to the running back, throw it down the field.
I would say, knowing 4th and medium here, 4th and 5, 4th and 6 here, I would try to go over the middle on a slant. If not, take it and run. I mean, the chances of getting a check down here to the running back or your slot receiver and having it go full 6 here, especially with a defense like this, isn't going to be likely. So you got to take the ladder here and run game. Get that run game back to the low again and try to stick it.
Of course. Now the Knights come to the line. Tinsley with a running back beside him to his right. Throws the ball, play action down the field. Big first down to the 10-yard line.
I thought he was about to get away there. Corbin Tillits there on the completion.
A huge play for Farmington, moving the sticks.
Absolutely. That's something you want to see there early in this third quarter.
Sponsored by First State that
You want to see the action. You want to see the scoring. And that's how you get it done. A nice 4th down conversion by the Knights.
Tinsley takes it himself to the left, cuts back, and gets about 6 yards, I'll say.
5-6 yards on the play. He gets about halfway there.
And it's going to be...
You're inside the 10 now, so every option is available to you, especially if you're beyond that 5-yard mark. Every option is available to you. You got the run, you got the pass.
And again, I've been saying it. I think they should stick with the run. I mean, it's been working. We've seen it keeps working,
I would agree with you. We've seen the wheels on Tinsley. We've seen the wheels on Fripp.
Go back against the Knights.
And a block in the back on the Knights. So that one's coming back.
Yeah, but they still have the completion from Corbin Phillips to help aid them a little bit. So they are in field goal range here, at least. If you're not going to get the touchdown.
Play action.
Tinsley's going to
keep it himself to the right. Pushed out of bounds after about 2 yards, I want to say. 2nd and 14.
He was marked out of bounds at the 14, So yeah, he did not get very much. He did get about 4 or 5 yards back on that play. So now at the right hash here, trying to see what Tatum Tinsley can do. And that's got to be a false start.
There you go, play action again. Pressure coming, going out to his left, wide open lane. Hit hard and shoved out of bounds, just short of the 10 at about the 11-yard line.
He was hit rather hard.
Number 10, Jory Toma.
I thought I saw the right side receivers jump and move before the line did, so I thought it was a false start, but you never know with football. I guess it might have just been a delayed movement by the O-line.
This about 3rd and 10. Tinsley takes the snap. He's going to throw.
Tinsley's got a
looking for anybody. It is juggled, incomplete.
It was a jump ball. I mean, that's what we call in the football business a jump ball. That's a That's one either the defender comes down with or your own man comes down with, and nobody did. So it is incomplete. 4th and 10. Farmington once again down by 28. They are going to go for it here. You need at least the 3-yard line here to even get a new set of downs here to move the sticks.
Tinsley going to throw it.
Tinsley is going to get swarmed.
A lot of pressure. And he's sacked. A flag out. Could this be on the Jackson defense?
If it's not, then that's another turnover on downs for Farmington. That'd be their 4th of the game here. From what I see, see what the refs signal here. Face mask on the defense.
The face mask, that's going to be
That's an automatic first down there,
a
Julian.
first down for the Farmington Knights.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 5. Or it should be 1st and goal. Unless the face mask is not an automatic first down in the red zone.
It'll be 4th and 5. 5 to go. 4th and goal.
Yeah.
Throw. Incomplete knockdown.
Incomplete.
Looking for Isaac Fripp.
Downs.
This will be a turnover on downs. Yeah. There's a ref down there. Not sure what's going on.
I surely thought that face mask would have been an automatic first down, but I guess it's not.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I'm not keen on the rules of football as much as I thought I was.
Yeah, and the Jackson defense capitalized on it. You know, played some great.
The ref is down in the end zone for what I see. He was on a knee. Maybe did he get hit by one of the players when coming into the end zone?
Yeah, it's very likely. And you know that honestly, if I was on that Jackson side, I would have started to get a little bit worried, you know, as Farmington got closer to that end zone. But their defense holds on and stops them.
Absolutely, there. Nice stop by the Jackson defense. Seems like the passing game has been not very effective, especially with Jackson being all over on the wide receiver side of the ball. There has been a few blown coverages that have led to big plays for Farmington. As you can see on the bench there for Farmington, you can see a TV there on the track. Seems like they're watching some film here on this side. So let's see what the Jackson offense can do with their first possession of the second half.
Parsons lines up with Hampton to his right. Motion from that right side.
Grant Brown on the motion, man.
Handoff. That's Hampton.
Hampton bounces off a defender there.
Making moves.
He'll get about halfway on the first.
And Jackson Tinsley making that stop. It'll be 2nd and 5 from about the 11, from about the Jackson 11. They hand it off to Hampton again.
I saw Caleb Lees jump that defense there.
Number 3, Jalen Hampton with the carry.
And a big play. That's a first down for this Jackson offense.
First down for James.
Now Parsons. Hampton, they're going to give it to Hampton again. 3 in a row for number 3, and that's about a 6-yard gain, I want to say. 5 or 6 yards.
Jackson. And the running game here so far has not been broken, so keep going to well. Seems like a different running back is lined up.
Yeah, and a new man in the backfield. That's Memphis Maddox, who makes a big cut and got into space, brought down after about 15, 16 yards on a first down for Jackson.
Brought down by number 6, Caleb Release.
Another nice play, and Jackson's going to hurry up. Parsley's going to snap the ball. Play action. Throws it.
That is Jory Toma, who's been a
Jory
big
Toma
part.
still on his feet. Cuts back down at about the 24.
He got a big block there by one of his own men. I didn't get a chance to see that number, though.
And Jackson, hurry up again. Parsons handoff. That's Hampton back in the game. Hampton making waves immediately as it gets to about the 7-yard line. It'll be first and goal.
First and goal from 7.
Number 6, Caleb Release.
And a flag down, false start on the offense. And they will trot back 5 yards.
Against the Indians.
So maybe a break there for the Knights. They need all the things they can get here, especially with Jackson threatening inside the 10.
Drew Parsons, handoff to Hampton, cuts back over the middle, still going down to about the 1-yard line. And this a run-heavy drive as they're going to hurry up again. I'm sure they go with the run again.
I would think so.
Handoff to Hampton, into the end zone. Touchdown, Jackson.
That is Hampton's 3rd touchdown of the game.
And Jackson coming out strong in the second half.
Jackson, with this extra point, if it's good, they'll be back up 5 scores. So
Back to attempt the extra point for the Indians, number 88, Jack Outman.
And Jack Outman to kick it for the extra point.
Outman's been pretty busy tonight.
Kick is good.
Right through the center.
42-7. Jackson leads.
To 7, 5:18 left in the 3rd quarter. You think something big here's got to change if you're Farmington. You know now you have to score. You have to score here to stay in the game, especially if Jackson's offense is going to keep firing on the gas pedal, which they have been. You would assume it's score, score, score. And if you don't, well, it might be the dagger. Even there's still a quarter and a half left, but it's a 5-score game now, midway through the 3rd quarter, so it's hard telling from this point now.
Yeah, what do you think the Farmington defense and offense need to do to change, maybe gain some momentum in this game?
Farmington's offense, I would think, they have to try and get the pass game to work. It's not been very effective tonight. When it has been over the last 3 games, you think you have to get that going. I mean, the run game's been working pretty well. For the defense, it's you gotta stop the run. You gotta stop the run, especially with those outside runs. You gotta set the perimeter. You gotta go, and you have to stop it. You also have to stop those deep ball passes, especially with Blaine Reagan and Jory Toma both being incredible speedsters. You have to get them. You have to find a way to isolate them so they can't get open and get out and break away from you. So
well said.
I would think that's part of the strategy there. And stopping this red-hot Jackson offense and defense.
Now that's Tinsley, looks back at over to his left at Coy Fripp, and he's going to go for about 5 yards on first down. It'll be
Number 4.
2nd and 5 from about the 20, 19-yard line. And that's Tinsley in the backfield with Coy Fripp to his right, sorry. Hand off to Fripp, flag out.
A flag.
Number 5, Coy Fripp with the carry. Stopped by number 23, Grant Allspot.
I would say it's probably holding.
A hold on the offense. So they're going back 5 yards.
They're going back 10 yards. So a 10-yard penalty there on the offensive holding. So it'll be 2nd down and 15 from the 20-yard line should be.
Official call, holding against the Knights.
Tinsley takes the snap, play action, pressure coming. He's going to throw it on the ground. I think that's Nolan Blankenship. Did he catch that? He did.
They're saying it's a catch.
A nice, gets all of that penalty yardage back. And it'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, like you said, you got all that penalty yardage back, and like I said, you had to get the pass game going, and there's a start right there.
Tinsley takes the snap, rolls to his left, nowhere to go. He is stuffed in the backfield. And it will be 4th and 5.
Lost about
2 yards.
Lost 2 yards. And so it'll be 4th and 7. Farmington, you're going for it 100%.
You have to.
It's a score. It's a score, or you don't.
And Tinsley alone in the backfield. He's going to punt it.
Tinsley actually punted the football.
Again, takes a nice bounce.
Well, that takes a great Farmington bounce.
That's out to about the
34, 33-yard line there. Punt, so great punt by Tatum Tinsley.
And out comes that Jackson offense that has been red hot all night.
There we go. 2:15 remain here. And
they have a new quarterback out. That's Tyler Fisher, I believe, with Memphis Maddox in the backfield. And he's going to hand it off to Maddox, who goes right up the middle.
Gets away.
Into open space and brought down at about the 40-yard line and coming right out.
The 26-yard.
Making a big play.
Number 12, Jackson Tinsley. Flag on the field.
There's a flag, though. Possibly this play could be coming back. Let's see what the call is here. And Jackson is moving backwards, so it looks like it probably was a hold from what I saw.
Yeah, a hold on the Jackson offense is coming back. Now that Jackson offense looking to their sideline for a play. And that's Fisher taking the snap. Play action with some motion there. And that's Maddox. He's stuffed in the backfield.
Maddox there in the backfield. If he'll maybe get a yard out of that hit.
And I will say, what a feat of strength this is for this Jackson offense. In the first half, they lived and died by the pass, and in this second half, they've lived and died by that run. As here's another one to Memphis Maddox, who gets into open space.
Maddox.
Wide open lane.
And
No one's going to catch him.
Is going to go all the way.
He is gone. Touchdown, Jackson.
Memphis Maddox in for a touchdown.
I mean, what a way to find open space there and break through a hole there in the Farmington defense, and Maddox takes it all the way for a touchdown. Beautiful play there by the Jackson Indian offense.
And back out to kick it, Jack Outman,
Back to attempt the extra point before the Indians.
to make this a 7-48 game, not 48, 49 game. And a
Reiterated multiple times, Outman's been a busy man all night. And that kick is up and through.
familiar sight. But back to what I was saying, I mean, that Jackson offense, to be able to go from, moving the ball down the field with that pass and then switch it in the second half and move that ball down the field with a run, I mean, that takes a lot of adjustments and a lot of discipline from everybody on the offense, and they've done it amazingly.
I would say so 100%. And like going back to previous matchups over the season for Jackson, they played Edwardsville, which is a really, really big football school. They've been known to be really, really good. And Jackson actually defeated them this year, 33-28. I believe that was their second game of the year. First or second game of the year, I don't exactly remember the exact details, but they did beat Edwardsville. And that was definitely a taste of what this Jackson offense can do. And they have let it rain tonight with the offensive and defensive showcase here tonight, as Farmington has not had an answer for any of them.
And back out to kick it, Jack Outman. Back to return it, Corey Fripp. I'm sorry, Judge Abishon. And a little bobble. And he's going to get into some open space, a little open space, flag out.
Number 25, Zach Leask.
And that was Zach Leask on the return.
Got by number 60, Carson Pierce.
Tinsley stays in for Farmington.
Not sure what that call was. I'm sure it was a block in the back.
I would assume something along that nature because they are backing up very far here. So it looks like it was a 10-yarder at least.
Holding against the Knights.
Or offensive holding. That'll also push you back.
And that's number 15, Isaac Fripp.
Number 15.
With the carry. And
Stop by number 21, Charlie Eifert.
a first down. As I believe.
The first down for the Knights.
And this third quarter comes to an end, 7-49. Jackson. And it's been a one-sided game so far. Am I doing good?
Yep. I mean, like I said, you're still learning, so I mean. Like when I did my first football game for commentary, I was basically the same way you were. I was nervous, kind of lost. It's going to happen. The more and more you do it, though, the more and more you get it lost.
Ozarks Federal Savings and Loan, the Homeowners Bank, believes in maintaining relationships with its customers. Established in 1930, Ozarks Federal is a mutual thrift where our customers are the owners and our experienced staff lives in the communities we serve. With locations in Farmington, Festus, Potosi, Ironton, and Fredericktown, we know local markets and can help you with your home purchase.
I'm David Burke, inviting you and choosing Ozarks Federal for all your banking needs.
And off this time to, I believe that was Hudson no. Yeah, Hudson Buchanan with the carry. And it'll be second and about 10, 11 yards to go. That's Tinsley with Coy Fripp to his left, now right. Now back to the left again, and motion from that right side. That's a nice play for the Knights.
Hit
and
by the Jackson defender.
Yeah, huge hit.
Stop by number 25, Landon White.
That is Chase Owens, number 16 on that carry there. 3rd down and 2 here.
For Farmington, you think they go with the run here?
I mean, why not? It's worked for you, so why not go for it again?
They will not. They go play action. That's Isaac Fripp makes a man miss and pushed out at about the 47-yard line, 48-yard line.
First down for the Knights.
And a nice first down for the Farmington Knights.
Beautiful move to his right there and make that defender miss and get 10 extra yards.
Now Tinsley hands it to Fripp, who gets about a yard or so. And some pushing and shoving down near that Knights sideline. Now Tinsley with Buchanan to his left. Tinsley's throw caught by Isaac Fripp, who slips a man, gets down about
Should be a first down.
2.
Stop by number 36, Keenan Duvall. Be a first down for the Knights.
The 41-yard line, and a first down for Farmington. And that's Tinsley again, play a handoff to Buchanan.
Takes the play action. They'll get 5 or 6 yards there.
The carry. Stop by number 23, Braden Wright.
Now, that's Coy Fripp back in. They're looking to the sideline, and these last couple of plays, they've been in a hurry-up offense.
And you have to. I mean, you have 1 quarter left. You need to get something going, get a quick stop, and then do it again 6 more times.
And that's Coy Fripp down to the 35-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Farmington Knights.
As it seems that all of the starters on the Jackson sideline have been out of the game now for this last quarter, so it's been mostly backups now. Here we go.
That's Tinsley, handoff to Coy Fripp up the middle. And again, more pushing and shoving going down near that Farmington sideline.
I did not see what happened there, but I think it was just a block leverage going long, I guess. I don't really know.
Handoff now to that left side. That's Hudson Buchanan, makes a miss, and he's down at about the 3-yard line, 2-yard line. They're going to put him down at the 5, and a huge first down for the Farmington Knights. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, clock is still running. Farmington's got to get something here.
Now, Tinsley, handoff to Buchanan again.
Nowhere.
And he's stuffed in the backfield.
Number 20 is Hudson Buchanan with the carry.
Now there's about 7.5 minutes left in this football game, and it's been the tale of one side. You know, Jackson's been hot on offense and suffocating on defense now.
And there's
Tinsley.
Troy Fripp to the edge
Fripp
for the touchdown.
through the end zone.
But there's a flag.
A flag. It will stand for now. And a flag on the Farmington offense. So it's coming back.
Evan, now this opens up the field now, so now you're not just restricted to the run. You can actually get the ball in the air.
Clock's still running. About
with
6:40 left.
Our 5-score rule, 35-point deficit. It's a running clock.
Tinsley throw is tipped in the air, and he had it in Noah's number 23 for Jackson, had a chance to intercept that one after the big tip.
That ball was floating in the air for a while. No one came down with the ball. So here we go. 3rd down here for Farmington.
At about the 14-yard line, Tinsley snaps the ball. Man, coming from the blind side. And that's a sack for that Jackson defense. I feel like that play really embodies how this game has went. The Knights, they get something good going, and then they just run out. They lose momentum, and Jackson comes back swinging. Now 4th and 21 for Farmington. Tinsley takes the snap. He's going to throw the ball.
Go end zone.
He looks down the field. It is tipped incomplete, but there's a flag.
This might be
I'm sure it'll be pass interference. That would put Farmington in a great position.
From the hand signals from the ref, it looks like it's going to be DPI. So what originally would have been another turnover on downs for Farmington, this is now going to be
a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 2 or the 1 yard line since it occurred in the end zone. I would assume.
They're going to move them to the 10-yard line. So it will be a
4th and 10.
That's Hudson Buchanan in the backfield. Moves to the right side now. Tinsley's going to look to throw. Man, a lot of pressure. And he is brought down in the backfield. Another sack for this Jackson defense.
So turnover on downs. That is number 5 for Farmington on the day. So now it's going to be victory formation. I would assume you run a play or two to try and get another 1st down, and then you need it out for the rest of the game. And this game will be won by Jackson. So this will be the 15th year in a row that Jackson has defeated Farmington.
What an incredible game for this Jackson. I was going to say offense, but just really for the entire team. I mean, a real show of strength.
I would agree. It shows you their resilience, and it shows you their effort to keep the foot on the gas there. And that is a 1st down.
That was Gage Parker in a 1st down for Jackson.
So 3:10 left. About a minute more to kill off the clock here, even with the running clock here.
I'm sure they just go with a few more run plays and let the clock bleed out.
I would agree with you. So tonight, I mean, not the result Farmington was looking for, but when your fans are loyal and you have a great fan base and just a whole student body that comes out to support these games is an incredible sight to see, especially on the Jackson side. Look at the bleachers over there, filled.
And a flag that's going to be a targeting call, I'm sure.
I mean, granted, Jackson and Farmington are only an hour away from each other, but it's nice to see that the Jackson fans traveled out here tonight to watch their team play and have an incredible game as well at it. But, yeah, such an incredible game, though, to watch. You know, I could say this all day. What a game to be at, to watch. Especially, this is your first game commentating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been very unique. It's been a really unique experience, and definitely something I look forward to doing, more in the future.
Yeah. Like, even if it's your first one, you got it down pretty well. I mean, I've done this for many, many games. I've done it for football primarily. I've done volleyball. I've also done basketball. So, I've been around the block when it comes to commentating games. So it's really nice to, have a new guy to, try and teach him. And that's a run by Jackson. It might be another touchdown. And
it is a touchdown. Gage Parker to the end zone.
I thought that would have been a horse collar there if he would have brought him down, but it is a touchdown for Jackson.
A 48-yard dash to the end zone.
Are they going to call it a touchdown, though, or are they going to mark him out of bounds? I think they marked him out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Gage Parker for the touchdown.
No, they ruled it a touchdown.
So Gage Parker with the touchdown, and that just puts another tick on the scoreboard for Jackson. As with the extra point, this will be 56-7 if it is good, and it is 56-7. Little 6-7 joke from our play-by-play commentator there. 56-7, Jackson, and that's more than likely going to be the final score as the clock continues to run. And I would assume that the handshake line will form here soon. I don't think the play clock's going to run anymore. I think they're just going to let this game go down. And that will do it here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, from Jack Richardson Field at Hale Memorial Stadium. I just want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Jason Lowry for allowing me to come back and commentate one of these games for you guys. I also want to thank Julian for being my play-by-play man here tonight. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate it.
Of course, yeah.
And, what a night for football, Granted, Farmington didn't win tonight, but, things happen. So we still got plenty more season left to play, so there you go. And
Gentlemen, your final score.
Your final score tonight, 56-7. Jackson with the win for the 15th straight year.
6-7.
Ladies and gentlemen, for BKTV Live, I'm Jackson Grimes.
I'm Julian Clemens.
Thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. We will see you next time.